إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ثم أما بعد كلنا يعرف تعريف السنة وهي قول وفعل وتقرير للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. When we talk about the Sunnah, the definition brings three. It's either a saying of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, an action of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or approval of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when we say the word Sunnah, this is what we mean. It's either he did it sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or he said it, or somebody did it and he approved it. So this is what we call Sunnah. Aisha radiallahu anha, reporting one of the actions of the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is when he goes to sleep. تقول عائشة رضي الله عنها: كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا أوى إلى فراشه كان يجمع كفيه ويقرأ قل هو الله أحد، قل أعوذ برب الناس، قل أعوذ برب الفلق، قل أعوذ برب الناس، وينفخ فيهما ويمسح بهما ما استطاع، يبدأ برأسه ثم بوجهه، يفعل ذلك ثلاثة. Step by step. Aisha radiallahu anha said that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he goes to sleep, he used to cup his hands like this, make them like a cup, and he used to recite in his hand like this: قل هو الله أحد، قل أعوذ برب الفلق، قل أعوذ برب الناس. I believe that every Muslim knows how to recite these. Then when he finished, ينفخ فيهما, then he goes, just blows in it, and then wipes as much as he can from his body, front body. Starts with his head, face, and he goes to the rest of the body. And he used to do that 3 times. What does that mean? He does it once, he blows, he wipes, then he does it again, he reads, he blows in it, and he does it to his body. SubhanAllah, there's so many sunnah. Well, what kind of a sunnah is this? Saying, action, or approval? Action. But if you read it, say it. For Aisha radiallahu anha, she saw him doing it. So it's okay sometimes you have a saying, a sunnah that is saying and action. Like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray like you have seen me pray. So he is commanding here with his words, and at the same time the companions actually saw him how he prayed. So if you look at Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam life when he goes to sleep, there's so many ways. This is one. He might tell you if you go to sleep, you recite Ayatul Kursi. You might say that you recite the last 2 ayah, as he said in one hadith, من قرأ آخر آيتين من سورة البقرة كفتاه. Anyone who recites the 2 ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah before you go to sleep at night, sufficient. So why is this so many? Some people think that, I have to read 2 ayah from Surah Al-Baqarah and Ayatul Kursi and do this hadith and read all of those things. No. What we would do would work. This is how the Prophet ﷺ diversifying and teaching people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that some people sleeping. They don't have time to read all of this. Some people tired. Some people maybe don't know how to read those. Some people weak, some people strong, some people speak Arabic, some people don't speak Arabic. So diversifying the Sunnah makes it what? Easy on people to come up with the Sunnah before you go to sleep. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not leave an excuse for any person to say I couldn't because of whatever reason. I can't, brother, read the whole Quran. Yes, you can, brother. Do you know Qul Huwallahu Ahad? Yes, read it 3 times. You read the whole Quran. What else? What other problems you have? You see, if we look at the deen, Islam, it's so easy. It's so easy. Even the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Quran is being made easy for everyone. But for whom? For those people who want to do the dhikr. There is a difference between telling me I love the Quran and you really love the Quran. I love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you really love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Where is the action? So when you say you cannot, it's hard, yeah, it's hard, but you can do it. You see the difference? It's hard, but you can do it. Maybe he needs to read the ayah 10 times before he memorizes it, and someone else 20. Fine. Then read it 20. And subhanAllah, you get paid. You get paid accordingly. You cannot say, oh, it's not fair. Actually, it is for your advantage that you need to read more. You get more hasanat. Maybe he reads it and quickly he finishes it. You're still doing it. Look at dua, for instance. Dhikr. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to remember Him all the time. Do you walk with your eyes closed? No, you don't. Everything you look at, there is some guidance from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam what dua to say. Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah. You see the wind, there is a dua. You look at the sky, there is a dua. You look at the sun, there is a dua. Wake up, there is a dua. Street dua, morning dua, car dua, everything dua. What's the purpose of this? To connect you with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because everywhere you go, you see something. So how can you fulfill dhikr? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us dhikr for everything. So what's the meaning of وَالذَّاكِرِينَ اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا وَالذَّاكِرَاتِ? How can you be from the dhakirin? Too much. It's not subhanallah, alhamdulillah, Allah Akbar. You got to talk to people. You got to do other things. You got to read other things. Eyes can do the dhikr. Just looking at the things and reflecting on it, relating it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have this in the dua when you go to sleep that Aisha radiallahu anha reported. So I'm sure inshallah you can practice that when you go to sleep. Put your hands together, read Qul Huwallahu Ahad, Qul A'udhu Birabbin Nas, Al-Falaq, Qul A'udhu Birabbin Nas, blow in it, wipe your face, do it 3 times and sleep and see what good night dreams you might. Guess what, ya Sheikh? What do you think? Sheikh Abdul Rauf, you think that it might happen that one time, out of sincerity and love, you do it, love to the Prophet ﷺ, you dream of that. Can you imagine? How many of you saw the Prophet ﷺ as is? It's my dream, just like one person came to a sheikh and he said he wants to see the Prophet, talking about love and real love and fake love. So he told him, really you want to see him? Yes. You love, oh yes. Yeah, you doing it? Yeah, okay, come and stay. So he stayed with him. He told him with conditions. What's the condition? You follow the orders, I'll follow the orders. He gave him food, nice food, but very, 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 very salty. So he ate, dying of thirst. No water, he told him, the sheikh. No drinking, gonna go to sleep. Went to sleep, woke up in the morning. So, you saw the Prophet ﷺ? He said, no. He said, any dreams? I said, yeah, what did you dream? He said, oh, I dreamt it was raining and I was swimming and there was ocean and there was rivers. That's all he thought about, water. He's so thirsty, he thought about water. He told him, if you really love Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and you think about him as much as you thought about the water, you will see him. So it's not just a claim we love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but how much do you love him? That is something you know. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.